Good morning, traders. It's Peter Thompson, Senior Mentor of 1 Billion Signals, sponsored by Merit Forex. It's gonna be a short video, guys, as the situation hasn't changed a lot since Monday. So we got a couple of important events, but we're gonna have Wednesday and Thursday events, and Friday is gonna be a slow day due to lack of economic events. But what's going on the market? US dollar continue declining. Still pushing down, the majors are still pushing up. We discussed the situation about the inflation situation and the Federal Reserve decision not to touch the monetary policy on Monday, and they're just going to wait to see how the inflation is going to perform. Simply, is it gonna go down or is it going to continue going up? And then they will decide. Are they going to do something about it, or they just gonna leave it as it is? So, in my personal opinion, this is not temporary. The inflation is not temporary. You can't say that after you printed so much, and it's a big number, billions of trillions of dollars, and simply this is how they create the inflation. But this is just my opinion. They say it's temporary, so most probably it is. What we got yesterday, Tuesday, we got German IFO Business Climate Index, green for the euro. Euro is trying to push up right now. Consumer confidence and new home sales in US went red, by the way, and it's pretty normal to see red consumer confidence in such an environment. And new home sales. Uh, Also red. Let's see how the real estate market is going to perform in the next couple of months in US, but I think it's not gonna be very green. Wednesday we got an interest rate decision in New Zealand. Also very important event for the New Zealand dollar. The New Zealand dollar pushed up immediately after the event, about 30-40 pips. We're gonna take a look in a minute. And crude oil inventories 2:30 p.m. GMT. Crude is staying on a very interesting price. We're gonna take a look in a minute, but we definitely can see a decent correction to the downside. Thursday, we have tomorrow core durable good orders, 12:30 GDP in US, same time initial jobless claims, same time, and pending home sales on monthly basis, 2 p.m. GMT again for US. So let's take a look at the charts, as they are, as always, more interesting. Euro US dollar is still pushing above the resistance, broken the resistance level. US dollar, it's trying to fight, but obviously losing this game. And we definitely can see 1.2347. We move this support to a new resistance, 1.2345, approximately that top. And right now we've been waiting to see how the euro is going to react. I'm not buying this on the top. Just I would wait for a slight recovery and eventually buy euro US dollar. GBP US, so exactly the same. US dollar broken the critical level, the US dollar index I'm talking about. So the GBP US is kind of right before that, 1.20 1.42 resistance level, bounced back a couple of times. We can see drop from here of the Great British Pound, by the way. A very interesting comparison between the GBP and the euro, because euro already broken. It could be a false breakout, bear in mind that. That's why I'm telling you, don't buy the top. And but about a GBP, it hasn't broken yet, so that's why we can see continuation to the downside, actually correction to the downside of the Great British Pound. Australian dollar pushing up. We were in the middle of the boundaries, so 0.7822, 0.7655, and I'm not going to touch the Australian, going directly to the New Zealand, as it's more interesting because of the interest rate. So just take a look. Since early morning, they kept the same interest rate. Of course, it's pretty dangerous to touch the interest rate in such an environment. So we talk about 85 pips. I'm gonna go to 1 hour chart just to show you what we talk about. Full 80 pips, actually. I said 30-40, but no. 2 hours, 80 pips, push to the upside, broken completely the resistance level 0.7239, and just went straight to the new resistance 0.7314. Such a big movement. Whoever taken buy trades, which I highly doubt because we were right before the resistance. It was not very smart to take a buy trades here, but whoever taken a buy trades, very nice, very nice. So we got big push to the upside, testing the resistance. From here, I wouldn't definitely buy the New Zealand US because it's staying on resistance and it can recover pretty quickly. So just let's see what the London session is going to give us. USD Canadian going directly to crude because it looks very interesting. So we got yesterday. I thought that we're gonna have the drop yesterday. We're gonna have the start of the drop yesterday of the crude that we've been expecting, but indecision candle yesterday, indecision day I would say even, and crude is trying to find its direction after a big recovery of $4.5 per barrel, and as you can see, tiny, very low volatility session yesterday, and we definitely can see from here decent correction to the downside. Don't forget, it's Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. GMT is the crude oil inventories, a very important event for the crude oil, so that's why probably we got a very low volatile day yesterday, because traders are waiting for the crude oil inventories to see what the figures are going to show us. And USD Canadian, USD, yes, of course it's going down, but still it's very dangerous to short USD CAD right now because it's very low. We haven't had decent corrections, so you can get caught very easily by one decent correction, and this correction is not gonna be just 20, 30, 40 pips. I personally believe once we have a correction on this one, it's gonna be like 200, 250 pips, not for one day of course, but for a couple of days, and something like this here, 250, even though we got decent correction here around this days, but as you can see, for more than since April, actually since 20th of April, we haven't had decent correction. So the correction, it could be even more than 250 pips. So be careful by taking short trades on USD Canadian. Yes, you're making money right now, but if we have a correction, you can get caught. USD Swiss, kind of similar, like USD CAT, of course, exactly the same. Big drop, absolutely 520 pips away from the top. Correction is expected. We have the levels and waiting patiently. I'm not shorting USD Swiss for now, just waiting patiently. USD Japanese, we have kind of similar, 108.78. USD Japanese is, as you can see, is delaying the drop compared to the USD Swiss. And I would wait for, about the USD Japanese, I would wait for the resistance or the support level. I think we're gonna see the support broken 108.39, but before that we can see slight small correction to the upside, then drop to the downside. So this is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, of course. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, share us and like us on the social medias. This is how you're gonna show your support to our YouTube channel, of course. Thank you very much in advance for that. Enjoy the week, have a very profitable week, of course, and expect my new video on Monday. Bye bye.